Hi everyone, this is a small part of the region delegation at the first day of this year's APSAD conference in Melbourne. Paul and Ginny, we're standing in front of Ginny's naloxone poster, so if you're here over the next couple of days, come and have a chat to her about it. But I guess this is just about like what our highlights for today were. So Ginny, what caught your interest?
Well, it's hard because there's so many good things, but I guess for me, the number one highlight was Fiona Measham speaking this morning about the pill testing, the drug safety testing. I was involved with that when I went to the UK this year, and I worked with the Loop at the Boomtown Festival. So I really enjoyed hearing about the data collection from that, and I just think it's a really amazing harm reduction initiative.
Yeah, and it was a really good example of like something really positive and important happening in our sector too. And I think Fiona as well talked about how this will then enable a lot of other flow-on benefits to occur.
And really pushing boundaries, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed Dr. Megan Williams. She gave a session on wearing different hats and having different roles, working with Aboriginal people who use alcohol and other drugs. And I thought that was really important. And basically what she was talking about was that we all have connections which we carry with us, and we quite often as professionals try and move away from those connections or minimise those roles in our lives. And I think that she was talking about kind of working from the heart, and that really resonated with me, that we need to do that, but especially obviously with our Aboriginal clients, recognising that their culture is really important and has to be kind of woven through the work that we're doing.
Yeah, and she had just some really simple practical tips for AOD workers as well near the end of the presentation. So it's there's a few slides of that particular slide in the APSAD tweets. So if you're on Twitter, check the hashtag APSAD. You'll find it there.
Yeah. How about you? What did you enjoy?
I think my highlight for the day was the hand puppets in
hand puppets were very good.
Emmanuel Kunska's presentation. That was a first for my participation at APSAD conferences. I've never seen that before, and he may well have already achieved his greatest contribution to the Australian AOD sector since he arrived in the country. So I'm interested to see whether that takes off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think there were quite a few things, but I guess what's freshest in mind is the session I've just come out of now with cannabis and medicinal cannabis as well, and Lindsay is talking about the need to develop some clinical protocols around prescribing medicinal cannabis and identifying and providing treatment for people who do develop dependent use who are using medicinal cannabis, just like we do with opioids and other drugs. There's an area of practice that we need to codify a bit. I think also like Prof. Kaminer, who gave the keynote this morning, it was he's taking a bit of a contrarian approach, I think, and I think he quite enjoys that, being in that position. But it's certainly good to hear some challenges to the prevailing just acceptance of the shift towards broader and often unquestioning acceptance of medicinal cannabis or cannabis law reform, and just I guess the need for us as a sector to be really cognizant of the many benefits that there are to be achieved, but also to be aware of what some of the risks might be as well. So that was interesting to hear. And I think also too, just just now Simon Lenton talking about production processes for cannabis and really drawing attention to the presence of carcinogenic properties that are carcinogenic chemicals, plant growth regulators that are present in basically all cannabis nutrients that are commercially available. And they're banned in agriculture, but they're still present in any nutrients that you'd buy in a cannabis supply shop. And flushing doesn't remove them. There's nothing that removes them. It just it's there, and when it's consumed orally, it's carcinogenic. And chances are, if anyone's consumed cannabis in the last 20 years, you've consumed some of these chemicals as well. So I guess it's a reminder of the importance of regulated markets if people are going to be consuming, so there is that quality control and another reminder of the importance of testing to protect consumer health. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, just that it's, I mean, there were so many things I wanted to go to that I didn't get to.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the next few days.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll try and do this again tomorrow, but thanks for listening, and follow the APSAD hashtag on Twitter. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.